5 people were trapped at the bottom of the ocean after a plane crash. Just as they were about to escape, Sophie suddenly realized there were only 4 diving suits. Not knowing what to do, she hesitated, until the elderly woman spoke up, saying that she had been a strong swimmer in her youth, and should give her suit to one of the younger ones, who weren't as skilled in the water. As the plane was about to sink deeper, Sophie stopped hesitating. She quickly put on her diving gear, grabbed the little girl, and held her breath before diving underwater. The 2 men followed closely behind, but then the old woman took off her glasses. She had decided to sacrifice herself to attract the sharks, giving the others a better chance to escape. Unexpectedly, Wells, one of the men, panicked and surfaced in fear. It turned out he suffered from thalassophobia, a deep-sea phobia that made him physically ill whenever he went underwater. As he struggled to fight his fear, a shark appeared, and before long Wells became its next meal. Seeing Wells being devoured, the flight attendant turned and swam away in terror, afraid he would be next. Meanwhile, Sophie found the body of a dead lifeguard, and quickly used his tank to refill oxygen for herself and the little girl. When the attendant arrived, she shared the remaining oxygen with him, and handed over her spare tank, urging him to take the girl and swim to the surface. Just as Sophie was about to inflate her life vest, a shark suddenly appeared in front of her. Without thinking, she swam toward the back of the cabin, but the plane began to sink rapidly into the abyss. With no time to waste, Sophie pushed herself to swim faster. In the final second before the aircraft disappeared into the deep, she escaped from the cabin, pulled her life vest, and frantically swam upward. But she had spent too much time underwater. Her oxygen was nearly gone. Just as the surface came within reach, her body went limp, and she stopped moving. Luckily, the vest's buoyancy carried her upward, and she finally broke through the surface. Fueled by sheer survival instinct, Sophie narrowly escaped death. As she desperately searched for the little girl, she suddenly heard the roar of helicopter blades above. Waving her arms wildly, she caught the rescuer's attention, and was lifted to safety. Her 2 remaining companions were already aboard, waiting to reunite with her. And so, the film ends. It reminds us that the real abyss is not the ocean, it's despair. As long as there is hope and trust, humanity will always find a way to rise to the surface.